for tuning in, everyone. I'm your host, Konrad, on Wednesday Night Reviews. And from superheroes to average Joes, here's what I read this week. So I got to finish up Berserker Unbound number 4. This is the last issue of the series, and it is fabulous. So for those of you who don't know, this is written by Jeff Lemire and drawn by Mike Deodato Jr., and it's an awesome book. It truly is. It's a short and sweet little story. Issue 1 to 4 gives you the full story of what goes on with these characters. And issue 4 was a beautiful ending that frankly brought a tear to my eye. The art in the book continues to be consistently gorgeous. The first page of Berserker Unbound number 4 shows the evil wizard from the Berserker's time, the Mongrel King's time, coming into our world and pretty much getting ready to wreck everything. For those of you who haven't been reading the series so far, Berserker Unbound follows a Viking or a Barbarian type character like Conan the Barbarian, who was the king of his people. He earned that by basically being a monster. He fought everyone off that could possibly want to take his domain. He defended his people, and he just didn't want to take their oppression. So he stood up, fought for what he believed in, and carved out a little kingdom for himself. In the first issue, he's transported to modern-day New York, right in actually Central Park, where he meets a homeless man, and they have a weird camaraderie and a weird relationship that builds, given that they can't speak to each other in any way. The Mongrel King doesn't speak English, and the homeless man doesn't speak a lick of whatever the hell the king is speaking. But through their actions, through miming things out, they begin to build a bond. And in Berserker Unbound number 4, we see that come to fruition, especially with the ending of the story. So obviously I don't want to give you a spoiler-filled review, but I did want to say that this book is fabulous. It ties a nice little bow on the end of this story while leaving it open for more, but in itself, you get a nice sense of finality and completeness. It's not some crazy, huge story. It's just a touching one, and it creates a fantasy setting, and it brings in all these huge, crazy fantasy elements and magic. But at its core, what it's doing is giving a very accessible and easy medium for a very human message. And I think that's what makes this book so special. The art in it is fabulous. The glorious shows of battle and swords and all that. But even more so, due to Jeff Lemire's writing of these simplistic characters that let their emotions really come through, because they can only show it through expression and action, Mike Deodato Jr.'s art really buttresses everything and makes it feel good and makes it understandable and hit you right here. So guys, this will be a phenomenally quick review of Berserker Unbound number 4. If you haven't gotten the single issues already, the hardcover for the book is going to be coming out on March 3rd of next year. So right around March break time, so kids still in school, if you're reading comics and you're not sure what to pick up next for summer break, absolutely find Jeff Lemire and Mike Deodato Jr.'s Berserker Unbound. In the meantime, you can always try and check out your local comic book stores. They might have these as back issues. I'm sure you can get them digitally at darkhorse.com or through Comixology or some other source. But of course, if you want the book itself, because I frankly love having the art and the book to be able to display, scour your local comic book stores. If you're in the Toronto area, you could check out Silver Snail, Hairy Tarantula. They're the biggest ones, especially in the downtown core. You could check out Sidekick Comics in Leslieville or in the Junction. Or you can check out Paperback Exchange, which is out Scarborough Way on Markham. So guys, absolutely, there are so many ways to go about getting these books. Support your local area. After that, check out your local library. Given the hardcover comes out in March, you might actually be able to have them order it in. So guys, I can't say how much I loved Berserker Unbound enough. Here's your cover for issue 4. It is a wonderful series that just hits you right in the heart, and it has formed a beautiful bond, and I'm hoping in the future we'll get a sequel to this. Have a great rest of your night, guys.